File matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position, to be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the cornerback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Room here to run. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington. 75 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement. Go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Robinson hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Powell, 3rd and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll just get rid of it.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw again on second down. Tua dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
From midfield, here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Hunt will try going up the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle from 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown
From the 6.
and he returns this to the 22. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On second and very short, Howell. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2nd and 6. Howell running right on the option. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second and 5 now. Howell got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Howell to throw.
And he slides to avoid the hill. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on third down here.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where you see the final score there. Saquon Barkley. 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. The Texans see their losing streak go to 11 as they remain winless on the year. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Dak Prescott, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for Washington, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Now Lewis selects to return it. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here is Washington now to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Howell down to throw it. That one is slant to McLaurin. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And Howell will throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Tackle made by Chase Young.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Lewis to return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Dances by him. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Fakes a spike. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Powell. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired. While he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Got a man, it's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Tua to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 31 yards.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here we go now with Howell and the Commanders.
Trailing 14-13, 2:21 the time left. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Off play action. It's Howell. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Howell. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Powell to throw. He completes this to Cole Turner. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
He's back to throw.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, let's face it, Brandon. They're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, Charles, we retreated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for the Dolphins, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.